What is up, my Lorcana Goons? Welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. You're watching the Friday Market Watch. My name is Kevin, and we're going to go over some Lorcana news, some meta trends, and Lorcana prices. So if you like this content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you are a Lorcana Goon, because it does support the channel. But I want to get on into this real quick. I just want to mention briefly that I am filming this on Thursday afternoon because I am leaving to Guatemala for 10 days. So I will not be here for the Friday Market Watch. So this is like a Thursday night market watch, so when you see this on Friday morning, the prices might be a little bit different, so I do want to go ahead and preface that. Also, if you didn't watch our previous video that I just uploaded, I did a channel update briefly with a giveaway, so try and win some free stuff. I'm not going to be here for 10 days like I just mentioned, so there's a world where I don't get a chance to record the next few market watch videos. I've been consistent since the start of the channel, been doing them every Monday and Friday, and I might have to miss out, but I am taking my laptop, I'm taking my headset, I have hotspot on my phone, so if I can, I will record the market watch. So we'll see how my internet connection is out there in Guatemala. They don't have Lorcana out there yet either, so I'm gonna be fiending for some Lorcana information. So I will be on Discord and everything, so if you guys are a Lorcana Goon, join our Discord. The link is in the description below. But I want to start this market watch off with everybody's favorite Enchanted, or Elsa Spirit of Winter, because I saw a Facebook post where people were basically arguing about this card's true price. Somebody posted the listing price from earlier. Somebody had one listed lowest verified for $11.69 right here. Lowest non-verified is by the Game Tavern for $1,000, but lowest verified for a near mint is by Muta's Vault for $1,169. That's the lowest verified listing today, but obviously listing price does not mean the actual price of what it's worth. Let's see what they're actually selling for, though. As you can see here, we have a couple sales happening this week still, since yesterday actually. Some in the $900 range. We have two that sold for $929, a light play that sold for $850, another one, another near mint sold $800, two near mint sold for $798. Then we have then we have some more that I've been selling for closer to $995. One sold for $1,000, then $999 and $993. So we have multiple confirmed sales on TCG players selling for basically $1,000 already. But TCG Player is not the only place you can get your singles, so obviously eBay has some confirmed sales as well. Today is March 21st. It's, like I said, Thursday afternoon, not Friday, so we can already see we have one that sold for $1,326. This is a BGS 9.5 though, so it's a graded one. Then we have some best offers accepted. We'll go on 130 point right now to find out the true price of those. One sold for $1,000 through bids yesterday on March 20th. Check that out. 27 bids, $1,002. I love that extra $2. Love to see it. Also another one sold best offer for $700. So they have been selling for around that $900 to $1,000 is what it's looking like. Yeah, we can check this other one out right here. Sold March 20th. This was one that sold for $1,100 as well. Some people were basically arguing that these prices were a little fishy. I do want to check 130 point for some of these best offer accepteds that are not public right here. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Here we go. Check out these prices from 130 point. This is going to show us the true prices for those that were best offer accepted. So like I mentioned, that BGS 9.5, that Beckett 9.5 graded Elsa was sold for $1,800, which is actually that's going to be Canadian dollars, so that's so pretty cool to see. Next up we have this other one. The sales price was $950, but the best offer accepted was $900. That was yesterday. This PSA 10 sold for $1,945. Wow, that is a lot more that I've been seeing it. So we've been seeing the PSA 10s slowly trickling up to that $2,000 price. I wonder if we're gonna hit $2,000 anytime soon. I feel like in at least like a couple years it'll probably pass $2,000, but right now this does look like it's happening rather quickly. But hey, that's pretty awesome to see still, in my opinion. Look at this one. This is the one that was an auction for bids. This is $1,000 right here. Another best offer accepted was a raw first chapter Enchanted foil, $700 right here. And then another one here, it's gonna be 830 pounds right there. So it's looking like there's a decent amount that are selling for close to $1,000. This one is $1,100, also sold on March 20th. Yeah, best offer accepted, $1,100 USD. This PSA 9 sold for $850, so that's a pretty cool, interesting comp to compare to. And then on the 19th, yeah, all the foils are still selling for more than $900 right here. $950, we have one here. PSA 10, wow, we have a confirmed sale on the PSA 10 for $2,199. Obviously, this is on the 19th, and the 20th one sold for less, but I think it's important to compare all of these sales prices because the scarcity on this card is really starting to show. We can see there's only 11 listings. Like I said, said a little while ago, lowest verified is 1169. After that, and a PSA 9 is listed for 1200. We just saw the PSA 9 sold for 850 to 900 in that 130 point section. So this is a little bit high, but who knows? If there's not that many available, then this is going to be the next one available to buy. After that, Zeto TCG has the lowest near mint for 1350. There's all the listings, all these 11 listings, there's only one each, and they start jumping up. Some of them are even graded listings, so they're not even raw. So the availability for this card is slowly, it's like slowly getting even like more scarce. You know what I mean? So what do you think of Elsa Spirit of Winter? I feel like I've been seeing people pull this card too. On the Facebook groups, I see people like opening their packs and they're like, oh heck, I pulled the most expensive chase card in Lorcana. But that's really cool. I'd love to see it. We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for the Elsa to shoot up past $1,000 because it has happened in the past before. This is not the first time that this card has been at this price. I do realize that there is some hype behind it, so we're gonna see what happens, because last time this happened, it fell all the way down to around $400. But it did look rather fishy when this happened the first time. It didn't look like there was organic sales happening. But if you've been watching the market watches for the last couple weeks or so, you've been seeing this card slowly trickle up in price from 700 to 800 to 800 to 850, and then even some sales happening in 850 to 900 like 2 weeks ago. So this was expected, in my opinion. I feel like I said, if you're watching the market watches, we were noticing all the listings for Elsa kind of slowly go away, and more people have been buying this card. Zach Stone, a homie, comes on the market watches, has a booth at Frankensons. Somebody bought, they traded an Elsa from him. He was able to trade his Elsa away for a bunch of other cards, and he valued it at $1,000. And the person was letting him know that he bought another Elsa from another card vendor at Frankensons and paid $1,000 cash. So you know, this is looking like what the price is today for this card. Now, is this price gonna stay here? Who knows? You know, there might be some more Elsas that start to get listed now that we're hitting these quadruple digit ranges. You know, I feel like if you are somebody who maybe pulled it when it was $300, $400, and you've been waiting for that $1,000 mark just to list it or to try and get rid of it, then we might see some more listings that go on eBay or on TCG Player. But from what it's looking like, if this, people love this card, people want this card. Disney collectors, this is the card that people want. The only other card I can think of that might be just as cool is going to be the new Mickey BLT, which was announced for the Lorcana League, the Lorcana challenge and whatnot. That's going to be a serialized card, but we don't have any serialized Lorcana cards yet. But this Elsa Spirit of Winter is obviously the chase card for Lorcana. Real quick before we move on, I just want to point out there's a couple of listings on eBay happening right now, some auctions. 2 of them right here have bids already. There's only 1 day left for this one, and it's at $650. 2 days left for this one, it's at $530. You can buy this one for $1,600 now. You know what I mean? So like I said, this is being filmed on Thursday night, so if you are watching this on Friday and you can see the prices, comment below what the prices are at on Friday so that the fellow Goon community can check out the prices in the comments. So Elsa Spirit of Winter going up, my Goons. It's looking like the tax returns are hidden. Well, let's move on from Elsa for now. Elsa's not the only enchanted rare we like looking at least I like looking at on this channel, because Cinderella Ballroom Sensation, we have a confirmed sale from today for $358. Check this out. And yesterday, actually on the 18th, so 2 days ago, we have some that were selling for $346, $335, $335, $320. So we were looking at these, and they're starting to finally catch up to that hype that it was last week. I'm glad that they were selling for more than $300. I knew that it was gonna like stay above 300 because we've been waiting for that for the longest time. And now they're starting to bump off 350, which is kind of nice to see. Lowest verified today is going to be 399 by Tornado Games, but there's plenty of other listings available here from non-verified sellers. Even Trading Card Buyer here, they have 959 sales, you know, and they have it for $363. So it's about a $350 enchanted rare right now. It might not be that $400 to $450 mark that it was on the hype a week ago, but it's still going up. So Cinderella Ballroom Sensation looking like catching up to some of the other enchanteds like Ursula. In more enchanted news, I want to talk about this Peter Pan era enchanted that came up on eBay as a listing. This is the PSA 10, but it is a certified PSA 10 error. So as you can see right here by this little text right here, it says enchanted text error gem mint 10 certified by PSA. Basically, this is the first of its kind from what I've seen. It's supposedly authenticated by PSA. The reason I say supposedly is because someone very close to me mentioned that they tried to look up the serial number on this PSA grade right here, the 8869156, and on the database, it does not come up. So it is listed here for $2,200 or best offer. And the reason I bring this up is because I'm not trying to say this is fake or nothing, but I do want you guys to understand that you should do your own research when buying cards, especially cards this expensive. It's pretty easy to fake PSA slabs nowadays as well. You can fake anything, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to let you guys know real quick. We're going to go ahead and test this out as well. We're going to put the number in PSA, but I did see a post on Facebook about this card, basically claiming that this was the first of its kind, the official first certified error grade 10 Peter Pan Enchanted. And if you don't know what the Peter Pan Enchanted error card is, this little bracket right here is an error that was printed. Some of the Peter Pans have it, some don't, but this is supposedly the first of its kind. So as you can see here, I am on the PSA website. I'm going to go ahead and type in the card number right here from this Peter Pan Certified Enchanted. It's 88691516. That's this code right here. And if we go to the PSA website, we can go ahead and type that in, 8869156. And when I put verify, the card does not come up. Now, I'm not gonna say that this is fake. You know, who knows? Maybe BSA is taking longer than usual to update their database. But you know, I'm going by the information that I'm supposed to verify this card, and it's not coming up. It's not coming up on their database. So, food for thought. Just want to point that out there before you guys make some purchases. You might want to always double check. Always double check before you make your purchases, because yes, there are fake slabs out there. There are ways to fake this sort of stuff, but that's why we have these certification numbers, and that's why we have websites like PSA, because they're going to be able to give you the information you need. So unfortunately, it does not come up on the PSA website right now. I'll check back on this on Monday, or for example, since if you guys are watching this on Friday, check for yourselves, and please leave on the comment section below if this has changed at all. We looked at Surfer Stitch in the beginning of the week, and now we have a lowest verified listing of $318 by Cerberus. Then shout out you guys. They host some awesome Lorcana tournaments. We've covered them on the channel before, and plenty of sales for the Surfer Stitch happening at $300 in this week. So 3 on the March 20th, 1 sold for $300, and on the 18th, 2 of them sold for $300. So there goes Surfer Stitch, as well as Aurora going up in price, which is kind of interesting. We have some confirmed sales finally above that $200 range. We were talking about this on Monday, how this has been slowly going up, and I was curious to know if it was going to pass $200. And on the 20th, we had some sell for $210, $209, and then 2 more that sold for $200 on the dot. Lowest verified today for the Aurora is going to be $199 by Pink Bunny Games, but after that, Kayfabe Cards has you for $208, then Strike Zone Online has you for $209. So there's a couple still close to that $200 range, but they start to hit $230 on the same page on the 4th listing, and by the 5th listing, we have a $275 listing by KD Cards Plus. So I feel like this card has a lot of potential. It's a princess. It's part of the first chapter. We've been talking about since last week how a lot of the first chapter cards are just starting to go up in price for whatever reason, and that's a trend that I'm starting to notice. First chapter cards, whether they be super rares or foil legendaries or even enchanteds, they're starting to go up. Not all of them, but a decent amount of them are slowly kind of following that trend. That's it for the Enchanted news. I'm just going to go over some sealed product stuff real quick, because the lowest listing is once again $300 for the Maleficent playmat from the first chapter. We've seen this listing before. It hasn't sold at $300, but the reason I keep bringing it up is because whenever a listing appears that is around that $100 range or like less than $200, they sell relatively quickly. This one was only up for about a couple days. I saw it yesterday and now it's gone. $115 is what the mat has been selling at, and there's only 2 listings available left for the Maleficent playmat, and they're both at $300. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is gonna sell at $300? Who knows? Well, I'm pretty sure the sellers are pretty patient with this one. So well, I wonder if this is gonna hit $300. First chapter gift sets are also slowly going back up in price. During the beginning of February, they were hitting as low as $55 to almost $60, and as of today, plenty of sales happening for that $70 mark, even some in that $79 range throughout the week. So it's looking like they're getting close to $80. Lowest verified is going to be Squiddy cards for $77 with $5 shipping, and they have 8 of them for you, but there are plenty of other sellers here that have them for closer to $70 if you want to save about $10 or whatever. We can go through some of these unverified listings, and this person has 23 of them for you, this person has 2 of them for you. So it's looking like these are starting to go up a little bit as well. We've seen how crazy the first chapter troves has shot up in price, and I feel like sealed product, it all kind of has the same trend going on when it comes to Lorcana, especially some things like that come in the first chapter. But enough of the sealed product, let's get on into some of these singles because Beast Tragic Hero is finally going down in price a little bit, bouncing off that $60 range for the non-foil. Lowest verified today is going to be $53 by the 90s collector, so it's still expensive. It's still more than $50, but these were selling for close to $60 during the beginning of the week. A couple of non-verified listings though have you for $45, $48, so if you want a little bit of a discount, you can go through Pinapalooza. They only have one sale. Go ahead and give them their second sale by buying Beast at the cheapest price right here. So that's fairly interesting to see. We saw Zan Saeed win the CCS 8K tournament playing Amber Steel Flute, was not playing any copies of Sad Beast, and we've been seeing a lot of Steel decks see success in the format, some of them not seeing Sad Beast whatsoever. Zach Bivens, he got top 4 in that same tournament playing Amethyst Steel Aggro, was not playing Beast Tragic Hero. So it's a meta staple. It's a very good card in Steel, but you do not need to play it to see success, obviously, because the players have been doing it. So just want to throw that out there. If this is a card that you feel like you haven't been able to acquire for whatever reason and you don't feel like you want to get it, try and look up some of these lists that we covered on the channel or on inkdex.com, and you can find some pretty awesome lists that do not play these expensive cards. But if you're a collector, I'm sorry, Sad Beast is still going to be close to $50. These foils still pretty expensive, only 16 listings available. Health Points TCG has the lowest verified for $85. Next it goes to $86 by High Speed. Then Underworld Cards has you at $89.90. They somewhat sit there, so there's a decent amount of listings available for that $90 cold foil Beast price range. Not $100 yet, but still, it's around there. It's around there. Well, who knows what's gonna happen now that less people are playing this card and seeing less like you need the card in the meta. Then maybe it might even keep coming down. Ursula, Deceiver of All. This Emerald Legendary is still coming down in price a little bit, kind of sitting around that $30 range. We have a lowest unverified for $27.56. Lowest verified is going to be by Hometown Gaming. Shout out you guys for $30.20, and that's what it looks like they're selling for, $30 confidently, you know. So $30 Ursulas, really nice to see. The cold foils coming down a little bit in price too. These were around $45 if I'm not mistaken last time we checked them. Underworld Cards has 2 of them for $40.98. That's actually kind of good. I feel like that's not a bad price at all. This card still really good, and as we all know, it was printed incorrectly. It was supposed to be printed in Dreamborn, and they were all printed in Storyborn. So when they do reprint any Inkland stuff, if they print that correctly, then I do believe that the price is going to jump up a little bit. So this is the lowest I've seen the cold foils since launch. Actually, this is probably the lowest I've seen cold foils for this card ever. So around $40. Dang, if I did not need money for this Guatemala trip, I would buy this. You know what I mean? Because this is a good price in my opinion. Do I do this? You know what? I'll see how much money I have after the end of the market watch. You know, me and my obsession with cold foil legendaries, man. Robin Hood Legendary Champion of Sherwood kind of bounced off that $30 range. I want to say a couple were selling for closer to like $32 to $33. Yeah, we have a bunch of sales happening earlier in the week for $32, $31. But all of those are gone, and as of today, lowest verified is back at $35 by Hometown Gaming, $34.48. Big Bomb Empire has the same price right there for you, and they kind of sit at that $35 range for the non-foil Robin Hoods. And if you want cold foil Robin Hoods, they're a couple bucks more. They're $43.99 with $1 shipping by these unverified sellers. And Phoenix Den, lowest verified, is going to have you for $45 for the cold foil Robin Hood Champion of Sherwood. Only about $10 more for the cold foil on this one. Actually, a little bit more expensive than the Ursula cold foil, which is actually kind of interesting considering that we know that whole, error printing situation. I mean, obviously, it's probably because Robin Hood sees more meta play than the Ursula, but from a collector standpoint, that Ursula price is just a little too good right now compared to something like this. Checking in on Maleficent Monsters Dragon, there's a light plate available here for as low as $25 with $3 shipping, but lowest verified for the near mint isn't even on the first page, actually. If you want to buy it for $35, you can go through one of those non-verified sellers, but Soto TCG has you for $34.79 for $1.39 shipping, so close to around $35 to almost $40 again for Maleficent Monsters Dragon, and the cold foil is going back up a little bit too. We have a cold foil confirmed sale here for $70, and more sales right here, $38, $34. That's 2 of them, so a little bit more than $35. And lowest verified for the cold foil is going to be $69.99 by NY Best TCG. They're not verified though. Next is going to be Epic Card Hub for $71.99. So going back up, look at that. They bounced off like that $50-$60 range, and now they're about $70 again. So if you didn't get your cold foil Maleficents when they were as low as about $55 to $60 when they were coming down, they're hitting $70 once again. Rapunzel gifted with healing, lowest verified today is going to be $28.99. Plenty of sales happening for that $29 range, slightly less than $30, which is good to see. Cards still coming down on the cold foil market too. Look at this downward trend. It's slowly hitting us almost $60. Lowest verified is going to be by Blade right here, $62.99. So that's actually good to see, in my opinion. If you're a collector who wants these cold foil legendaries, this is the lowest it's been in a cool minute actually. And we have a non-verified sellers, however, for $59.15, just a little bit less than $60. Jimbo Hawkins, look at this. This guy just came crashing down in price. Feels bad, man, for me because I spent way too much on my Jimbos. But lowest verified is going to be by Big Mom Empire, $16, $15.98. Basically, they have two of them for you. After that, Mackenzie's Card Shop has you for $16.34 for the Jimbo Hawkins. And if you want cold foil Jimbos, they're pretty cheap now. $27.20 by Hometown Gaming is what you're going to pay. That's not bad. If you want some non-verified Turtle Tavern for $26.21. Jimbo going down in price. Nobody's really playing him. I think the card's still good, though. It has a lot of potential in the format in the future, in my opinion. I do want to take a look at Lucky Dime because everyone's been on this Lucky Dime hype, and over the week in the last video we saw how Lucky Dime tripled in price from like $3 to all the way to like $15, $16. Today we have a moderately played if you want it for $10 and some light plates for a little bit cheaper than that, but lowest verified for a near mint is going to be by KOT Games. They have it for $11.89, so not really $15 anymore. It's looking like you can buy them for as low as about $12 to $13. Big Mom Empire has it for $12.99. All Fun and Games PA has it for $13, so it's about a $13 legendary. Look at this, somebody paid $20. Ooh, feels bad. Then a couple other sales happening in that $13 range. The cold foils still above $20. We had a sale right there for $19.80, and Guardian Cards VT has you for $19.80. There's a lot more listings now. That week when we saw it on Monday, there was only 3 listings in that video, and like we said, people are going to catch wind of the trends and they're going to start listing their cards as well. So the price has come down. If you paid about $25 for Lucky Dime foil during the hype or anything like more than that, I'm sorry, but now they're about a little bit around $20. So not bad either, though. It's only been coming down a couple bucks, but in my opinion, this card's really good. But people are starting to play Benja and Rise of the Titans in their decks now, so I don't know how I feel about that. Scar Vicious Cheater's been going up in price by this wonderful looking graph right here. We can see it trending because it's using the Sapphire Sapphire Ruby Popsicle deck. Lowest verified is actually going to be at the bottom of the page here. $4 with $4.25 shipping. $8 basically by Shop Collectibles. And if you want to go get a light plate, it's $6 now. That's exactly what the near mint version was. The price was for this card near mint on Monday actually. And if you want a non-verified listing, we have it for around $5 by Lotso Cards. But going by verified sellers, it's about an $8 legendary now. So last time we looked at this, it was like $6, which had been coming up from like the $4 range, and now it's close to $8 already. So that's kind of good to see. Cold foils for this card haven't moved much. $17.98, less than $20 by Cat CG or CATCG. Less than $20 for your Scar Vicious Cheaters. Haven't gone up yet, and I feel like they might because of how good this card is or how much it's being played. The Mickey Mouse BLT foil. I love this card. Sorry I didn't mention it in the last video. Somebody pointed that out. When I would talk about staples, I'm talking about like meta playing staples, people who play the cards in the meta game, not necessarily like collector staples, but this is a collector staple for sure. The Dragon's Roost, lowest verified, $72.13 is what it's looking like, and we have some sales selling for $72, $75, $73.25, so more than $70 still. It did kind of bounce off that like $70 range. It's been coming down since those $90 sales, but it doesn't look like it's going to come down any less than $70. Now for some trending supers, A Whole New World is still more than $15. Space Goblin MTG has you for $15.44. It has come down a bit though because these were selling for like close to $20. And the non-foils were selling for close to $20, and I thought that was a little bit outrageous. It's an amazing card, don't get me wrong, but man, the fact that it was selling for like $20-ish says a lot. But yeah, they have been coming down a decent amount. The cold foils were selling for around $30 at one point, and it's looking like they're coming down as well too. We have a cold foil sell for $26.99, and 2 of those actually, but lowest verified today for the cold foils is going to be by TCB Trading Cards for $26.99 with the $1 shipping. So still almost a $30 cold foil super. Tinkerbell still selling for about $10. Probably one of my favorite supers in the game. Pedro the Tiger has you for $10.09 for the lowest verified, and that's pretty much where they stay at in terms of the non-foils. And the cold foils for this are starting to hit. You know what? They actually came down because they were selling for around $20 at one point. But lowest verified is TCB Trading Cards for $17.75. So you can find cold foils for less than $20 for this card right now. Rockstar Stitch coming down just a little bit in price. This card was selling for a little bit more than $10 in that week where we noticed the price was shooting up. Lowest verified today, though, is going to be by a Blackwater Card Shop for $9 and $1.50 shipping. So still about $10 to $11 almost. But the reason I say it's going down is because there's a couple of non-verified sellers who have it right here for a little bit less. 901 with $1 shipping. They have two of them for you by the Rad Shop. And if you want cold foils for this card, they're still pretty cheap. They're as low as $15 by TCB Trading Cards, $14.99. They have two of them, so not bad at all. Cogsworth is a super that's been going up in price. I've been noticing because of the prevalence in using Cogsworth and Sapphire Steel right now. Look at this nice little chart, slowly going up from $1 all the way to $3. Lowest verified today is going to be by Shazes. They have three of them near mint for you for $3.20 with $1.22 shipping. So it's almost about a $5 super rare now, which is cool to see. The cold foils are about $5 with the extra buck shipping. After this listing though by Gentry SC, it's going to go up to $6 by Underworld Cards. So I would say it's like a $6 cold foil. The Tamatoa So Shiny has been kind of settling at around $3. Lowest verified for a near mint is going to be by Epic Card Hub, $2.89 with $1.22 shipping. They have 12 of them for you. So the non-foils are not going to move in price anytime soon because you could just buy 12 of them if you want from Epic Card Hub. So they're about $4 for the non-foil Tamatoas. But the cold foils, look at this chart for the cold foils, slowly trickling upward. Lowest verified is going to be by Corinth Gaming Center for $8.47. About a $9 cold foil super Tamatoa going up to $9. Maui from the first chapter, Hero to All, still an expensive rare. This lowest verified today is going to be by Blade, $15.99 with $1 shipping. Lowest unverified though, Turtle Tavern, $13.84 with $1 shipping. After that, they're already $15, $14 with $1 shipping, etc., etc. It's a $15 rare now. That is insane to see. I think this card is amazing though, and it's super popular in the format. If you're playing any Ruby deck, you need to be playing Maui because of how popular cards like McDuck Manor are, or even just every other location. And the cold foils, there's three of them right here by TCB Trading Cards, $18.50. After that, Epic Card Hub has you for $19.69, and they have 5 of them for you. So it's getting really close to a $20 plus cold foil. I actually bought some from that last market watch for a little bit less because I thought the price was too good. Be Prepared also picking up in price. Check out this lovely chart. It used to be around $7. Now the lowest verified is going to be $10. They're starting to sell for more than $10 even. Mike Z Gamer unverified $10 with $1 shipping. MPLS Card Exchange lowest verified for $11. This is now an $11 rare. I want to say this might even hit $15 just like the Maui too, but there's way more listings for this available. There is only 40 some listings for the Maui, but there's 100 some listings for this Be Prepared. And I think this card's amazing. Obviously, it's the only card in Lorcana that does what it does. And the cold foils are only about $5 more, $14.99 Underworld Cards, $15 Health Points TCG. Why would you pay $11 for the non-foils when you can pay $4 more for the cold foils? I'm just saying. Fishbone Quill is another card just shooting up in price. Look at this. Look how close the cold foil and non-foils were, and the non-foils had to come down in price a little bit. It just is what it is. Happens every time. But lowest verified for a near mint is going to be by Psychic Cards, $7 with $1.22 shipping. This is like an $8 non-foil rare now. That is wild. You know, staples from the first chapter just shooting up in price, and the cold foil near mint Pro Soul Games for around $10, $9.75 with $1 shipping. After that though, they start hitting $12 pretty quickly. Epic Card Hub, $11.59. Casual Cards TCG, $12 for your cold foil Fishbone Quills. We do have some sales here kind of saying otherwise though. As you can see here, some of the cold foils are selling for $9.97, $9.41, $8.99. We do have to include shipping though, so it is still around $11 to $12 for the cold foils though. Just wanted to point that out. Other rare staples that are still pretty expensive are like Madame Mim Fox. Look at this price chart. Look how much it's been going up. Used to be around $1, almost $2 in the beginning of February. Now they've almost tripled in price. Look at all these sales happening. $6, $6, $6. Your Madame Mim Foxes are now more than $5. My Goons Underworld Cards has a playset for you for them for $6.25 each. If you want to pay a little bit less, you can go from some of these unverified sellers for around $5. But still, Madame Mim Fox, a $6 rare for the non-foil now. Love how that's been shooting up. And oh my gosh, look at this. There's only 5 listings available for the cold foil Madame Mim Fox. Lowest verified is C3 Collectibles. They have it for $12. After that, we start hitting $15ish by Fox Gaming for $13.49. And after that, Craft Coffin has you for $18.94 with $5 shipping. Only 5 listings left. We'll see what happens with this cold foil Madame Mim Fox. Or if you're watching this on Friday, please check the price and comment below what the price is at now because I want to see. Merlin rabbits are also going up in price. These rares used to be less than $1. Now they're around $3. Below retail has you for $2.90 with $1.22 shipping. Love that name, by the way. After that, Nightlife cards has you for $3.24 with $1.22 shipping. So it's almost about a $4 to $5 rare on the non-foil market. And if we look at the cold foils, they're $10 easy. Lowest verified Prodigy Games by $9.35, and then another Haikyuu $9.30. So about a little bit more after taxes. You're going to be paying $10 for the cold foil Merlin Rabbit, which is awesome to see because these are some nice staples. Another rare that I want to talk about is then along came Zeus. This card was coming down a decent amount. It's still coming down. It's about $2 to $3 for the along came Zeus. Big Mom Empire has you for $1.98 with the 122 shipping. They have 9 of them for you, so you can just buy all of them from that one seller. After that, though, we have Haikyuu for around $2.75 with $1 shipping. So it's about a $3 to $4 rare still. The cold foils are pretty cheap. Lowest verified by Castaway Trading for $5 right here, $4 with $1.50 shipping. After that, though, they start hitting $7. Columbus Card Shop $6.75 with the shipping included. And alongside that, Rafiki also shooting up in price still. Look at this. These just keep going higher and higher. Lowest verified today is by Big Mom Empire again. They have 11 of them for you. $1.95 with $1.22 shipping. So they're around $2 to $3 in my opinion, because I like to take into consideration that shipping and whatnot. If you want a cold foil, they're only about $4 with shipping. So it's about a $5 cold foil and a $3 non-foil. Check this out real quick. The Jolly Roger promo. There's only 2 listings right now, and I don't know what's been going on. These have just been selling all day yesterday and today. Look at all these. They're all just sales for around $1, $3, $4. And now, lowest verified is going to be $19.95 by CJFJ Store. Don't buy these at $20. I don't think this is a $20 promo card, but it does go. Something's happening here. This looks a little interesting because it shot up from $1 to $10. Somebody bought 2 of them for $10. That looks a little sus in my opinion. So just wanted to point that out. If you're looking at this price, don't fall for this hype because this does not look organic whatsoever. Only 2 listings available. There's going to be more listings by the end of the week. Trust me. And it looks like a similar thing is happening to How Far I'll Go right here. They've also been going up in price. There's only 8 listings for this promo, and it starts at $3.98, and they start to trickle upward to $5, $6 right here. Lowest verified is by Limitless Games for $3.98 with $1.22 shipping. They have more than enough for you right here with 5 of them, and Red Rhino has 7 of them ready for you too, but they're about $6. But these were selling for way less. They were selling for around $2 to $3, and now they basically doubled in price. Very interesting to see. I get the feeling that it's because of the amount of listings though, and we'll start seeing more listings for this slowly start getting flooding into the market as people realize these prices. But that is going to be all for today's Market Watch. Thank you, my Lorcana goons, for watching. Remember, we do these every Monday and Friday. I hope I can do these while I'm in Guatemala, so if I don't, I apologize. I am so sorry, but please come back to the channel when I get back in 10 days. But until then, remember to stay tuned to Lorcana Goons. Remember to comment below what you think of all these prices and what any cards that you think I should go over. Also, watch our most recent video and learn how you can win a Rocket Stitch playmat. We're doing a giveaway when we hit 3,000 subscribers, and we will see you goons next time.